Hello students, today we will do chapter 4 ratio analysis. Now we have clarified the meaning of ratio. I am just recapitulating it. Ratios is the expression of two or more than two variables in arithmetical form. So ratios can be calculated in the company, and total ratios are divided in four parts, that are liquidity ratio, solvency ratio, turnover ratios and profitability ratios. Each ratios plays important role for the organization. In case of liquidity ratio, as the name identified, liquidity, it shows the solvency of the company for a short period of time, whether the company is able to pay its short-term obligations or not. This can be calculated with the help of liquidity ratio. Further, this liquidity ratio is divided in two parts, that are current ratio and liquid ratio. Liquid ratio is also known as quick ratio, or we can say acid test ratio. Second main ratio is solvency ratio. It helps a businessman to find out his long-term solvency of the business. Long-term solvency means it includes long-term borrowings of the company. So it includes four ratios: debt equity ratio, total assets to debt ratio, proprietary ratio, interest coverage ratio. Third is turnover ratios. Turnover means movement of anything inward or outward, turnover, changeover. So this is further classified in four groups: inventory turnover ratios, trade receivable turnover ratios, trade payables turnover ratios, working capital turnover ratio. Last is profitability ratios. Again the name clarify, which is helps for calculating the profit of the company. It includes gross profit ratio, operating ratio, operating profit ratio, net profit ratio, and return on investment. Now, in today's class, we will deeply calculate liquidity ratio. As I told you that liquidity ratio includes two types of ratios, that are current ratio and liquid ratio. Now, what do we have in case of current ratio? The formula for calculating current ratio is equal to current assets upon current liabilities. Now, what are included in current assets? We have learned about it in 11th standard, and also in the same class, current assets. In first chapter, we have discussed current assets and we have made the slang for it. What is the slang for learning the current assets? That is, car itni तेज चलाओ सुन्न हो जाओ. So what it includes? Current assets include car, means current investment, कार इतनी inventories, तेज trade receivables, चलाओ C, cash and cash equivalents, ऐड करेंगे हम कार इतनी तेज चलाओ सुन्न हो जाओ. सुन्न मीन्स एस शॉर्ट टर्म loan and advances, सुन ओ other current assets. Now what do you mean by other current assets? Other current assets means the assets which are not involved in all these above mentioned terms like prepaid expenses, the tax paid in advance, that is also known as deferred tax assets, that is also included in it. Clear? And any other accrued income which we have earned but not received, that will be also included in current assets. So I think the main points which are included in current assets, they are clear. Now the formula is current assets upon current liabilities. Now we have to discuss about current liabilities. What was the slang for learning these current liabilities? What was the slang for learning current liabilities? Sony? Yes. Sony to a Sony. Sony means short term borrowings. Sony to trade payables. Trade payables include creditors and what do you mean by creditors and bills payables? They are known as trade payables. Then is other current investment, other current liabilities. After this, other current liabilities, other current liabilities includes outstanding expenses, income received in advance, and after this is short-term provisions. And short-term provisions include provision for doubtful debts, provision for tax, provision for proposed dividend, etc. Any difficult, any difficulty in these points? I think there is no difficulty. So now we have to solve question on behalf of this formula. So the question is on your screen. So now we have to solve the problem. Before solving the problem, I want to tell you ideal current ratio. Ideal current ratio is 2:1. 2 upon 1, or we can say 2:1. Means the value of current assets must be double of current liabilities. Means the amount which is receivable must be more than the amount which is to be paid by the company within the short period of time, or we can say during the accounting period. Now with the help of question, first of all we have to calculate current assets. Current assets, first is trade receivable is given, then prepaid expenses are given, then cash and cash equivalents are given. After this, short term investments are given. After this, machinery is given, but machinery is not current assets, that is fixed assets. So we will not include machinery in current assets. After that, amount is given, that is investment. Clear? In case of current liabilities, the amounts which are given, they are, first is bills payable, then sundry creditors, then expenses payable. Now we have to calculate the amount. Trade receivables are 1 lakh, prepaid expenses are 10,000, cash and cash equivalent 30,000, short term investment are 20,000, and then investments are 40,000. The total will be 2 lakh. In case of current liabilities, value of bills payable is 20,000, sundry creditors are 40,000, and bills payable again is 40,000, and the total is 1 lakh. We have to calculate current ratio. Current ratio is equal to current assets upon current liabilities. 2 lakh upon 1 lakh, it comes to 2:1. This is our ideal ratio. Clear? I think there is no doubt in this question. After this, the second ratio under Liquidity ratio is liquid ratio. Second ratio is liquid ratio. We can say quick ratio or acid test ratio. The formula for it is liquid assets upon current liabilities. Now, what do you mean by liquid assets or quick assets or acid test assets? The assets which can be easily converted into cash within 24 hours. They will be included in liquid assets. Clear? So, the formula for calculating liquid assets is liquid assets is equal to current assets, and out of current assets we have to deduct inventories and other current assets. Why do we have to deduct it? Inventories cannot be sell out within 24 hours. मेरे पास बहुत सारा स्टॉक पड़ा हुआ है, रेडीमेड गारमेंट्स की शॉप है, बहुत सारा स्टॉक पड़ा हुआ है. I can't convert them all into cash within 24 hours. And in case of other current assets, for example, prepaid expenses, if you have paid in advance 20%, then according to business policy, we cannot get the amount back, but in place of the amount, we can get the assets. So that can also not be converted into cash. Or prepaid tax. If you have paid tax in advance, गवर्नमेंट को दे दिया, वो तो जल्दी से 24 आवर्स में आएगा नहीं आपके पास. And current liabilities will remain the same as that is in current ratio. So current liabilities will be same. What the current liabilities include? Current liabilities will include trade payables, that is creditors, and bills payable, short-term provisions, short-term borrowings, clear? So we have to discuss the ideal current ratio is 1:1. Liquid assets means the assets which can easily be converted into cash. The amount must be payable on that basis. उससे ज़्यादा अगर होगा तो ये कम हो जाएगी, तो हमारी कंपनी घाटे में जाएगी. Clear? Now we have to solve the practical problem on the behalf of this question. We can also take the same example that was taken in previous question. So again I want to show you the same question on the screen. As the question is same and the question is given to you, and in case of liquid assets, how can we calculate liquid assets? Current assets minus inventories minus other current assets. In previous question we have current assets of rupees 2 lakh. Inventories that were given to us is 40,000, and other expenses, it includes prepaid expenses, they are 10,000. So it become 1,50,000. Or if we are not have calculated current assets, then we can say liquid assets are equal to trade receivables, cash and cash equivalent, short-term investment. Clear? Inventories and other current assets will not be included. And in case of current liabilities, as we have calculated in previous example, they are equal to 1 lakh. Therefore, liquid ratio is 1,50,000 upon 1 lakh it comes to 1.5:1. So first ratio, that is liquidity ratio, we have completed in this class. In next class we will do next ratio, that is solvency ratio. Till then, be safe, be happy.